So today we're going to be going over the principles of fitness. These principles would be used when you're designing your own fitness program. So the first principle is the principle of overload. Overload states that in order to improve a component of fitness, you must first place a weight or load on that system. A component of fitness being cardiovascular, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, or body composition. If you pick one of those 5 components, you have to do something to place a load on that system in order to show improvement. An example would be if you wanted to improve your cardiovascular system, you would have to do something more than just simply walk to class every day. Why? Because walking to class is not an overload, it's what you do on a daily basis anyway. So you would not show improvement. Another example would be if you wanted to improve your bicep strength and you picked up a pencil and did bicep curls. That would violate the principle of overload because the pencil just simply is not enough of a weight to show improvement. So there's 2 elements for overload: intensity times duration. You can increase intensity or duration or both in order to create an overload. Intensity is how hard you work out, duration is how long you work out. An example of intensity measurement would be, if you're on the track, it would be measured in beats per minute, your heart rate. If you were in the weight room, intensity would be measured by pounds, how much weight you're lifting. Duration on the track would be measured in minutes or laps. Duration in the weight room would be measured in reps or sets, repetitions or sets. The second principle is the principle of specificity. It basically states that in order to improve a system or component of fitness, the exercises and activities that you select must correlate to that system. If you wanted to improve bicep strength, running would not be the best choice. It would be a violation of the principle of specificity because running does not relate to your biceps. On the other hand, bicep curls would be specific to improving bicep strength. This is kind of common sense. Do the activities that would improve that system. The next principle is the principle of progression. It is gradually increasing the amount of workload that you place on a system over time to sustain improvements. Basically, it's just saying that in order to improve a system over time, you must gradually increase the workload. Weekend athletes who only exercise on the weekends are not regularly increasing the amount of workload, violating the principle of progression. Another example would be if you started lifting weights, let's say you started the bench press at 30 pounds. And 9 weeks into your program, you're still only lifting 30 pounds. That violates the principle of progression. If you went out to the track and you wanted to start a running program and you could only do 2 laps in the beginning, and 9 weeks later, you're still only running those 2 laps, that would violate that principle of progression. And you can increase that workload by increasing intensity or duration. The final principle is the FIT principle, which incorporates many of the other ones. FIT is an acronym. The F stands for frequency, 3 to 5 times per week. It's recommended if you're trying to improve a system, however, that you would work out 4 to 6 times per week. 3 to 5 would be for maintenance. Intensity. We've talked about this. It's how hard you work out. You should aim for vigorous to moderate activity each day. One of the T's stands for time. How long each day you work out. 30 to 60 minutes of exercise each day is recommended. And the last one is type. This is the kind of exercise you choose, like specificity. It's not always fun, but mixing in some fun from time to time is recommended so that it stays fresh and not boring. Cross training just simply means doing different activities, maybe running one day, weightlifting another day, mixing in a sport, playing basketball or soccer, maybe doing some yoga or dance, something to change it so you're not working the same muscles in the same way every single day. So, those are the 4 principles of fitness: overload, specificity, progression, and the FIT principle.